What is up, guys? YodaDaWise once again. We got a lot to talk about. We got some new gizmos, gadgets, filters, and what the heck is resistance? Let's dive right in. Alright, let's start with the added on stuff that they did with this last update. So, the first thing they added was a fast forward button. So if you still wanted to watch the battle, but you wanted to do it a little quicker, you could do it by 2 times, or you can do it by 3 times. Just to get it over with a little sooner. You can still probably have an idea how it went or what went wrong. But that's the first thing that they added. The next thing that they added was an abyss black hole. It states here, real devastating blow. Commanders injured by the abyss black hole cannot be healed in a short time. Alright, that could mean a number of things. I mean, it's always so cryptic. A lot of my guildmates have determined that it's possible. The reason why it can't be healed is that you have to wait. You have to wait on the timer. If it were to be the comm would be injured by the black hole itself. You can't heal it with gold. You'd have to wait on the timer. That's the only logical thing here. But once again, 7 Pirates is very cryptic in how they word things, and it doesn't always translate very well. The other thing to consider, it's a huge waste of time. It's a huge waste of resources. It's a huge waste of shadow matter. It does exactly the same damage. So once again, here we go. So click on the abyss. 99.9 HP to the enemy commander. 1500 units of enemy soldiers on each slot. Unless you get at least 1 hit in and do 0.1% damage to the comm directly, it's not going to kill it. Well, let's look at the binary. Oh, look at that. Exactly the same. Exactly the same. 99.9 HP to the enemy commander, 1500 units per slot. The difference is a power that cannot be controlled, or the common can't control, versus real devastating blow. Commander is injured by the abyss black hole, cannot be healed for a short period of time. Whatever that means. I have yet to see it. I'm not to 22 yet. I've been focusing on tier 11 research for air. So when I get there, I did have a guildmate send me the cost for this, which let me see if I can. All right, so for an abyss black hole, that's 16 million cash. And basically 600 SM. Why? When it does basically the same thing as a binary black hole. It's just a waste of time. It's a waste of resources, waste of shadow matter. Why they even added to it, who knows. We do have a new commander that states it's going to be through the release gate. This little battle maid chick here. I've been messing with the skills individually with the simulation, adding it as like a 4th skill, but what I've been seeing is that I honestly believe that these two have to work together. Like, if you're not using battle maid, these skills are going to be useless, because they pretty much, it seems like they're going to just stack on each other, and they really weren't. I couldn't see a benefit when I was using the simulated battle as a 4th skill on Dragon Slayer, for example. So we'll see. We'll see if she turns out to be a badass maid, or just the help. Who knows? So a lot of you have probably already seen this already, and increased 10,000 times, which is a really quick way to say, oh, there went my gold. At the same time, it would have been nice if it was like a 200, 300, 400 increase, maybe bump it up to, 1,000 instead. But that 10,000 times, I think that's a bit much. In my opinion, that's a bit much. I think they overdid it there. I think it needs to be brought down to a minimum of 1,000, no more than 1,000. Yeah, I think that would be fair. It'd be for people like me who I'm not gonna have 10,000 mags ready to go. I'm not spending that kind of money. Filters. All right. So we come over here to Time and Space War. It's mop up time, so I'm gonna do it. Automatically takes you in. Now, right here at the bottom, we got filters. So if you don't want to see gold buy ones, you click on it, they are gone. You only want to see, say, the meta energy ones, or meta crystal ones, sorry. Boom. Click on the cache. All I'm going to see to purchase is the meta crystal ones, which I'm going to go through real quick, and I'll skip through this part. Last but not least, over here in Star Jewels, now we have a filter. Now you can filter out which jewels you want to see. This, I think, is probably the best filter they've put on here so far. It's really nice to where you can just unclick everything and you only want to see Hercules. Boom. Come here to Star Jewels, and that's all the Hercules I have. It's all Hercules. Very nice. You can turn other filters on. Boom. Makes it a lot easier for the bulk repurpose or bulk sell if you just want a clean house, even though they don't count towards your item equipment storage here. They don't count towards that item, which is nice. So, with that being said, let's dive into the resistance effect. So the last event that we had, not on this one, gave us the meteor. Now I brought mine up to 30. At 30, level 30, total resistance is 16%. So it's 1% better than Hercules if you have a set of 3. The other half of that too, it does do good on the HP. Crit takes away from it, but I found that it's, in terms of comparison to the natural Whisper, crit wither plus HP is really good, but a lot of the times the way that I'm using Medusa, for example, and the way that a lot of people use other walker comms is you need the accuracy, and that negative 80% can actually do or affect a lot. So that being said, I have been using the meteor a lot more. I haven't quite decided if I like it better. As you saw, I do have a lot of Hercules gems, which I might just finally just do a set here just so I can see. But at the same time, I do have a replay from one of my guild mates when we did a sim battle here. Anyway, so he was asking for anybody to sim him with a Gilly or a Dragon Slayer. So I did the Gilly, since after I did the Dragon Slayer first, I saw what he had on gear-wise, which he is using Eye of Greed and Rhea, which is Walker, Infantry, and Infantry Walker. Now, his meteor is at level 40, which brought it up to total resistance of 20%. Alright? Plus, he's got a full set of Hercules. So now he's at 35% total resistance. Now, I know you're asking, what is this total resistance thing? We've been seeing it. Unless you came across it, you probably have no idea what this does. Now, on one end of it, it can be very useful. On the other end of it, so far I haven't seen any evidence that it negates debuffers like Gilly or Full Metal. Alright, and the reason why I say that is he's got 35 total resistance. And I need to slow this down just a little bit. So as you saw, I got hit with a steam cannon. There was no total resistance, or there wasn't any resistance. He got hit. Well, I don't have resistance on here, sorry. He got hit with my preemptive strike, and there was no resistance. Now you should see. You know, I don't think that would be on this one. But anyways, I went and he was testing out that. Okay, so here we're gonna see Raiden's amino and how resistance negates it. As you saw, it goes to slot 1 and it goes to slot 2. Alright. The thing is, what I've seen so far is I haven't seen total resistance go past 3 slots, and it's random. It's not always the same slot. Alright. This is really good if you are up against a, you know, 1 slot busting kind of situation, which I ran into, and this is where I first ran into this whole resistance thing in our last galactic battle, which we made it to the playoffs, which, I mean, we just had fun. We knew we were going to lose, but that wasn't the point. Where is the tab? There we go. Okay. So here, against CHA, this is the one that got us into the playoffs this season, for season 11, which are still going on. But as you can see, he doesn't have any. The meteor, I don't think, was out yet when we were up against this guy, or this guild. But he has a full set of Hercules on, and you'll see as we play through it. I'm trying to do a 1 slot bust. I have sleep bomb on Dragon Slayer right now, and as soon as it triggers, it was resisted. Let's go back. See right there, sleep bomb, resistance. Now this is where, when people like me who are trying to, you know, not give away too many points and try to get what I can, this is where this is going to come into handy, because I've really, going on to the whole 4th skill thing, sleep bomb, tier 10 infantry, Dragon Slayer, mint. It works great. I was scoring a lot better without giving up as much. This resistance thing, though, has screwed me over since then. And luckily for me, he gets a Tyrant Cometh on that first one. So, just another example here of what it does resist. I was doing a simulation with my Hancock versus somebody else's Hancock in our guild, War Rider. And I skipped through it. It's a long video before I finally got him to do Feral Strength, and as you can see, only slot 5 was resisted from Feral Strength. So only slot 5 was resistant. This is where I'm saying it's random. It's inconsistent. It can be really great, and yet it could leave you wanting. And where it can be really great is if you have somebody like me, like I was using my Dragon Slayer, trying to 1 slot bust, and the way that I was trying to debuff so I wouldn't lose anything, even if I missed, you know, it could have went really bad for me in that one. So that's just an example there too, that it will resist Feral Strength, but like I said, I still have not seen it go past 3 slots. As we go to another one right here, so my Medusa again, got the meteor against this interesting fellow. He was calling himself Lady Gaga before, but anyways, I believe it or not, I won by the skin of my teeth here. I got really lucky. Another good one, another good 4th skill for Medusa. I use Annihilator Ring. I use rock skill Annihilator Ring. I don't use her as a main commander. She is definitely a utility. And in these small little fights like this, like, I'm not losing much. It's an easy heal, and I have taken quite a bit. I've taken up to about 15 to 20 tier 12 with this kind of setup right here. So start saving up, put Annihilate Array on Medusa if you're using her. If not, maybe it could be a good switch for you because she's got 2 auto hits. Those 2 auto hits along with Annihilate Array, you know, she ends up hitting at some point. But it was a very long video to get to that point. But you'll see resistance on 3 slots from. So yeah, it was a very long replay, and in order to get it back down to something manageable here, I cut it. But you'll see 3 slots. So on this one, you'll see Throts, Dizzy. You saw the total resistance on slots 1, 2, and 5. Once again, random. You have no choices in this. Is this going to do it? It can be a saving grace, and it could be the end of the match for you. But luckily, I managed to bust through this one with Annihilate Array, and went on from there. Another interesting replay with this was with Crack Chicken once again. He has the total resistance, I believe he still has the same gear set as he was using with me in the simulated battle, to where he's at 35%. And this shows that I believe K here has a full Hercules set. He doesn't have the meteor. He's got the full Hercules set. Now what this shows is, once again, at 35%, preemptive is not going to be resisted. And if it does, please send me a video. I have links to Discord and Line in my about section here on YouTube. Send them to me. I will be happy to add it in here. But this also shows, you know, with Wings of Eternity, the first time that he did an Andromeda, I believe, Radiance. Let's see here. Sleep Bomb. Oh, he's using Sleep Bomb. So the first time the Sleep Bomb went off, it was resisted. But as Wings of Eternity went on, he was able to. It went through. So it's inconsistent. It's very inconsistent. It could be very helpful. At the end, it could not. Who knows? We'll see where this is going. It's hard to tell these days how this is going. I know I had a couple others, but they are no longer available and saved. But it is what it is, right? But yeah, like I said, 4 skill slots. Annihilate Array for Medusa is really good. On Dragon Slayer, I use Best Offense or Sleep Bomb. Big is kind of on the back burner. I don't really use him. I'm trying to get Hancock up to S class so he'll be relevant, but I found that Sonar is actually pretty good with him if you don't have the faction open for infantry. If you have faction open for infantry, start stocking on the medals for Stella, because tier 11 or tier 11 or tier 10 Hancock Wings of Eternity with SWE gear, he's a monster. He is a monster. If you saw one of the replays of the week from Melt, I think last week or 2 weeks ago, my buddy Uriel was on it. He lost over 1,000 T12 to a guy running a 25 T9 March at Walker Hancock versus his elf. And it's just stupid. But that pretty much covers everything in terms of the new crap, updated crap, the unknown just why with the new black hole bomb, the at this time unknown with the battle maid, if she's going to be an investment or just the help. We'll see. Until next time, once again, If you get a video where it shows resistance to steam cannon or Gilly's preemptive strike, please send it to me. Message me on YouTube, and I will send you direct links to Discord or to my line account if, for whatever reason they're not working in the about section. So, until next time, have a good day, guys.